Hi guys, it's Angelia. How's everybody doing? I think I'm shaking the table. Anyhow, I hope you guys are all doing good, and I thought I'd get up here and do a chat video. It's actually the third video I made today, except I'm wearing a different shirt. It's that time of day where I got to come out and do my chores, but I'm actually grilling right now before I do them. But I thought I would work on something that's been telling me to pick it up for a couple of months. And so it's been exactly 4 months since I touched this, and it's my cardigan, and I got it right here. And I actually forgot what all I had finished on it. I've got the front and the back, and I do have one sleeve. I got it in my backpack that I got at a good deal at Walmart one day. I think I paid $5 for this backpack, so that's where I have it stored. Anyway, I got one sleeve done, and so I was excited when I found that little treasure in the backpack. And I am using the Red Heart Super Saver color block. I had gotten it to make the scarf, but I decided I wanted to make a cardigan because there's pine needle, because I had never made one before, and it's called Party Time. And I love this color because it looks like tie-dye. And you guys know I'm a 70s girl. I'm a hippie at heart. I'm from the 70s, so I wanted to make that. And here's my skein. It's really pretty. It's a mess too. But anyhow, I wanted to get up here and just do a little chat while I'm waiting on I'm cooking grilling a pork roast. Yeah, pork roast. I had to think about it. Doing that for hubby, and I think I'll just stick to my tomato sandwich and probably baked potato. That's usually what I eat every night. Every once in a while, I'll throw in a piece of chicken, and then I cheat. I have pizza, and then I'll have a hamburger. Sometimes shrimp. I love shrimp. But anyway, thought I'd work on this. Now this is a free pattern by, her name is Grace. I don't know what her last name, but it's called For the Frills, and it's free on her website, and I'll put a link down below where you can go check it out if you're interested in making one. And it's real easy. I think I'm making a medium, but I could be totally wrong, because I'm one of those ones, I don't write nothing down. 9 times out of 10 I have to go back to my video to see if I even mentioned it, and luckily I was holding it in the video, the hook, so I knew it was the 5.5 because it's green. And so we'll see. Like I said, I normally don't write things down. I just kind of fly by the seat of my pants. But anyway, it's a real easy pattern, and so now I'm doing one of my favorite stitches, which is front post, back post. I love that stitch. So anyway, yeah, this color reminds me of, it's tie-dye colors, and it reminds me of the 70s. And as I was looking at it, I was thinking back to whenever I was a kid in the 70s, of some of the shows I used to watch, and some of the music I used to listen to back then, and it brought back memories of some posters that I used to have hanging on my bedroom wall. And one of them was Donnie and Marie Osmond, and Sonny and Cher. And they had shows too. I used to love watching their shows. And with Donnie, though, I had a big crush on Donnie. I thought he was so cute. And I could remember I had a poster, and it was on the wall. And I remember going into my bathroom there, and I would always go in there and see if I could smile like Donnie, because I thought he had the prettiest smile. I wanted that smile, you know. So anyway, and then I had a Sonny and Cher poster on my wall, and I always wished I had long hair like Cher, pretty hair. But now that I'm a lot older, I don't want that long hair. I barely tolerate the hair as long as it is right now. I've been so tempted to get it cut off. I can't handle it touching my neck. I mean, usually I'll put it in a ponytail like this for when I do my videos, but 9 times out of 10 and when I go somewhere, I just wear it like this because I wear a ball cap. But a lot of times I'll put it on top of my head and roll it up like that, because I can't handle it touching my neck. So yeah, I couldn't handle that long hair now. especially at night, because, you know, I have to use my CPAP machine, and I gotta put my hair up. And anyway, back to the 70s. Yeah, I used to have all those records. I used to have like a little bitty record player with all them records, and would sit there and play them. And I always wanted to grow up to be a singer. I did. I wanted to be a singer growing up. And then it went from wanting to be a singer to I wanted to be game and fish. I even went to the college, and was gearing up to go, but things changed. So that didn't happen, but I've always been fascinated with game and fish and stuff like that, wildlife. But anyhow, yeah, I had their posters on my wall, and I don't know if I mentioned I had a crush on Leif Garrett, had his poster, Sean Cassidy, Scott Baio, is that how you say his name? Now, he was on Happy Days. I love that show. Fonzie. Fonzie and Richie, and what was his sister's name? Oh, I can't think of it. Oh, it's not Marsha. That was the Brady Bunch. I see, I've already messed up. Sometimes I can't talk and crochet at the same time. This one's not really mindless. It should be. I mean, it's not hard. Front post, back post. I can't think of what his sister's name was. But anyway, I love that show. And yeah, I listened to those. Now, both of my brothers, they had Charlie's Angels posters, and they had Farrah Fawcett, famous one of her in her bathing suit. They had that on their wall. And then one of my brothers was a Dallas Cowboy fan, and the other one was a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. And I think that was whenever Terry Bradshaw was the quarterback for Pittsburgh Steelers, and I think it was Tony Dorsett the quarterback for Dallas then? I don't really know. Or was it Staubach? I don't know. I really wasn't into football. I was more into the music then. And then the Bee Gees. Oh my gosh. I love the Bee Gees. Still do. Andy Gibb. I loved watching Andy Gibb, or listening to Andy Gibb sing and stuff. That was really cool. Loved it. Yeah. But yeah, and I remember I had a lava lamp. I love that lava lamp. I don't have one now. I should get me one. But now I'm stumped. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I can't remember. I don't have the pattern in front of me. I'm going to do this. I'm thinking that I remember what she said. If not, then I'll just create my own little cuff on my sleeve and go with it. Yeah, that'll work. I know how to cut those corners anyway. Anyhow, yeah, and I can remember I had a friend that I didn't skate a whole lot. She skated a lot, but I could skate. And I can remember going skating, roller skating with her, and those songs playing, and skating to them, like Leonard Skinner and oh, I can't even think of some of the ones that was playing at the skating rink. The Bee Gees, of course, and all of them. Now my hubby, he's got a lot of those little bitty 45s. Still, don't have the record player, but he's got like a round cylinder, and it's about this tall, and it's just packed. Now, also growing up, we listened to Elvis Presley, and I know every one of his songs, and I always loved his songs. Had his albums. I even went to his house in the 80s. I think he passed away in 77, and I went to see his house in 80, I'm going to say it was 84. That was pretty cool. I remember some of the rooms. I don't remember all of it, but I do remember there was seemed like it was a hallway, and it was nothing but records all the way down it. And then there was the jungle room, and oh my goodness. Oh, and there was also on the outside where there was a bunch of his cars. He had cars to galore. But yeah, it was cool. But I do remember walking in there, the first thing that I smelt was mothballs, because I guess the mothballs preserves things, and they wanted to preserve it. So I guess that's what I remember that. But anyhow, this is slow go for me. When you do that front post, back post, it's always slow for me. I don't even remember. I guess I'll have to get my other one out to see how many rows I'm supposed to do. But yeah, I used to love going skating. I never could skate with a flip though. I wasn't good as her. She could skate backwards. She could do flips, and not flips, but turns. She probably could do a flip. If I flipped, it was because I fell. And I'd lay on the floor thinking, okay, did I just break my leg or my ankle or anything? But I can remember it was so much fun. And then they would turn the lights off and then play that, the disco ball up above. All those different, lights and stuff. That was pretty cool. But I was a rail hugger. Yeah, I held on to that rail pretty good at times. Yeah. I didn't like falling. That hurt. But anyway, I'm trying to remember what else back in the 70s. Oh, yeah, the clothes. I can remember wearing corduroy back in the day. Yeah, them old corduroy pants. Brings back memories. I remember my mom made me a pair. And what was so funny about it, she had sewed me a pair of corduroys. And I remember wearing them to school. And when I got home and took those corduroys off, there was a seam about this far that was undone in the very back. And no one ever told me. So I went to school wearing those corduroy pants with the seam undone in the back. Yeah. Maybe it didn't happen until I got on the bus coming home. Surely one of my friends would have said something. But yeah. And yeah, the lava lamp, like I was saying, I love a lava lamp. I can turn that thing on and just sit there and just stare at it forever. Pretty cool. The last time I found one was at Hobby Lobby, but it wasn't very big. A little tiny one. They don't make things like they used to back in the day. But anyway, I'm down at the end again. See if I can repeat what I just did. Can't wait to get this done. Feels kind of sticking to my hook right now, I guess because it's a little warm out here. It's kind of humid. And let's just see if I can get this right, correct. But hear my old woodpecker in the background. Speaking of woodpeckers, their tree that they nest in every year. We've been here for 4 years, and every year they've always had a family of woodpeckers in them. And I've watched them, and it's so cute to watch them. Well, the other day when I was out here doing grilling, matter of fact, and my dog was sitting there with me, next thing I know, the old tree fell. But it didn't fall all the way to the ground. It's actually hanging onto another pine tree. But them birds are still going over to that tree, and you can hear them doing their hammering on it. And they go in the holes and look around, I guess, or I don't know. I'm hoping there's not a nest in there right now. I don't think there would be, maybe this time of year. I'm not sure, but I hope not. So, but there is another pine tree over here. It's a good ways back here that's needs to be taken down. So I don't know if we're going to just let it stand there, because that one took 4 years, and I like for them to have a home where they can build their little nest in it and have their babies in it. So I'm going to take a look. I just know that one needs to come on down. He's going to have to hire somebody to come out and take it down. Yeah, I got one more row of the back post, front post. I'll need to check my roast, I guess. I need to pause you and go check on that real quick and see how close it is to being done. But anyway, I just couldn't believe I wanted to do 3 videos in one day. It's not like me. I'm feeling pretty good, I guess. I'm still having my bad days and my good days. Here lately I've been having quite a few bad days, but it don't really affect me none until I get up and move around, and then that's when it hits me. And I don't know. I called my doctor that set me up with the machine, that was the sleep doctor, to talk to them, and that's been 3 days ago, and they still haven't called me back. So it's the same place that kind of ran me around before. I'll just wait till I go to my new doctor that I'm fixing to go to in a week and say something to her, and maybe she can do something. I might need my pressure bumped up some. I mean, I'm still having episodes, but not as bad as what I was. It's just some days I have some, and it don't really affect me as much until I start doing things, and that's when it knocks the wind out of me. Sitting here talking to you guys, it don't really affect me that much, except my breathing sometimes. I want to breathe heavier or something because of I don't know, I can't explain it. But anyhow, but other than that, that's about it. I was hoping my deer would come out behind here and maybe visit for a little while. I like it when they come out. I've actually got a few more bucks coming up, and it's that time of year. I don't know when they come into rut season here pretty soon. And so he actually had some of his velvet off of his horn the other day hanging down in front of his face. I just wanted to go up to him and kind of pull it off, but he won't have that. He's not that afraid of me, but he seems to be getting a little bit more skittish, But that's just life. But anyway, well, I'm going to pause you for a second, and I'm going to go check on that roast. Okay, it still locks a little bit, so I still got a little time to work on my sleeve here. I'm trying to keep it in the focus here where you can see, but anyway, this time of day is my favorite time of the day. I love the evenings. I do. It's my favorite. And I think I just messed up. That's going to be okay, though. You want to know why? Because I'm the one wearing it. But anyway, yes, I love evenings. They're my very, very favorite part of the day. Early morning, before I have to get up, or not get up, but after I get up and when I start doing my chores, I like that time too, but evenings are my favorite. It's just so quiet, and a lot of times it's people have already made it home from work, and you can just sit outside, on your deck, and it's all you hear is the birds and the wildlife around us and stuff. And that's why I love it here. We've lived here for 4 years now, and this land actually was land that belonged to his parents, and it's surrounded by pine trees, as you can tell. They were planted here by him, his sister, and his dad like 40 years ago. So it was nothing but an open field, and they planted pine trees. Now, if I would have been in the picture, I would have said, throw some oaks in there. I'm an oak tree person. I love my oaks, but I love these pine trees too. Only time I'm not crazy about them is I've got one probably within, I'm going to say 10 feet, 10 foot, 10 feet, whatever, in front of my house. And from the way the direction the wind comes, which is that way, south going east. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, going east. I'm hoping if we ever do get some bad weather, like, tornadoes and stuff, it'll knock it that way. Because they're still close, the ones in the back, so they would do some damage too. But that one back there, that one up there is right on top of us, but it'll stay. So, but yeah, I love the pine trees. I love oaks, though. They're my favorite. And but we are literally surrounded by them, and I love it. And it's peaceful. And I especially love listening to the wind whistling through the needles. It's so cool. I used to do that when I was a kid. That's why I love the woods. I used to go for walks, for just get in the woods and sit and just listen to nature and enjoy it. But anyhow, yeah, it's one of my favorites. And so they planted them here 40 years ago, and they're still a lot. And you know, when one dies, one is growing up in its spot, and the whole front is just lined up in pine trees too. So we're kind of right in the middle of this layer, and there's still more back that way. So it is beautiful here, and I've actually got me a metal detector a couple of months ago, and I've actually went back here on the property and found an old piece of farming equipment that was I looked it up on the internet, and it was dated like late 1800s. So yeah, I was super excited when I found that. I couldn't believe it. And I found old barbed wire and everything here. So this was some farming land before the trees all got planted. I like to know the history of it myself. But anyway, I've enjoyed getting up here and chat with you guys while I'm crocheting. I'm not doing much crocheting, but it's been fun, and I like doing that. And I think I'm at the end of my 3 rows. Is it 3 rows I got to do? Yeah, of the front post, back post, and then after that it's some increasing and doing this and that, and I think I'll just stop right there because then I have to concentrate. A lot of times whenever I make amigurumis, I'll tell you, 9 times out of 10 I won't use a stitch marker. The only time I use one is whenever I'm done, and I put it here. Now sometimes if I'm really not concentrating, and if somebody's talking to me, or puppy's fixing to ask me a question and I can tell by the look on his face, I'll use a piece of yarn and just lay it there and then go on. But a lot of times I won't, because it's sometimes whenever I'm working on my stuff, it's quiet, and so I'm able to focus more and I can remember. So yeah. I usually don't use them, but I love front post, back post. It makes it so stretchy and squishy. But yeah, I can't wait to get this done so I can wear it. Like I said, I love tie-dye. Brings back the 70s to me. I love the 70s. But anyway, I guess I'm going to hop off of here. I got to get that finished. I can't rush it any more than what it is. But I got to do my chores. We got pets we got to take care of, and do some watering. My elephant ears look like they're about to hit the floor over there. I didn't realize that until I looked up and seen it. So, and we had some rain the other day. Not enough for anything though. I still had to water. And I'll be glad when we get lots of rain. I do love rainy days. I don't want them every day, but I do love rainy days where I can just sit in the house, and that means I don't have to go outside and do a bunch of stuff. I still take care of my pets, but that means I don't, have to, oh, I got to go pull these weeds or anything like that. So when I don't feel like it. But anyway, I guess I'm going to hop off here. This has been pretty long so far. And like I said, I just wanted to get up here and just chat about nothing really. I like these kind of videos, and I know several of you do, because I like listening while I'm working on something. I don't have to look up 20 times. I guess nothing wrong with that, but I like just listening sometimes. But anyway, I'll put a link down below where you guys can go check it out, and I'm probably going to work on this tonight, maybe, since I'm in the mood, and get a little bit more of it done. And then I need to work on my my Throwback Thursday, get that going, and I need to work on that Halloween blanket. Need to get it done. I said I wanted to get it done by Halloween, but I'm just going to work on things that I feel like working on. I'm not going to pressure myself like I used to, because I used to big time. Not anymore. I just love getting up here and showing you guys, what I like to do, and because you guys inspire me and motivate me to want to make the things that I do, and I love sharing it with you guys. So I just want to say thank you for that. But anyway, I guess I'm going to hop off of here, and I'm going to let you go, and I will be chatting to you guys real soon. So have a wonderful, blessed evening.